there, Molly. Can I talk to you for a second? Sure, what can I do for you, Christy? So me and my boyfriend are getting married soon. You heard, right? I sure did. I'm really happy for you. Thanks, Molly. I wanted to let you know that we decided on the date for our wedding. Oh, really? Cool. That's exciting. When's it going to be? It's going to be on the second Saturday in June. Oh. So that date's set in stone? Yep, we already made our reservations for the wedding venue, caterer, everything. Why do you ask? Well, there's something else going on that day. Yeah, I know. It's that memorial thing for your daughter, right? What a crazy coincidence! If you knew the memorial service was going to be on that day, that means it wasn't a coincidence. It was intentional. You really couldn't have your wedding on a different day? Are you kidding? I've dreamt of being a June bride ever since I was a little girl. That's really, really important to me. And that's fine, but you do know there are 29 other days in June. Sorry, Molly, but me and my boyfriend both have really tight schedules. That was the only day that worked for the both of us. How do you have tight schedules? You don't have a job, and your boyfriend only works when he feels like it. And by that, I mean he barely ever works at all. It seems to me like you guys would have no trouble at all finding a free day between the two of you. Excuse me? What are you saying, Molly? Are you calling my husband some kind of lazy freeloader? Like you can talk? You don't work either. You sure lucked out, didn't you? Our family manages the largest hotel chain in the area, and the company has been in our family for generations. What exactly do you bring to the table in this family, Molly? Nothing. That's what. All you do is help yourself to what's already on the table. Christy, please. It wasn't my intention to insult you at all. It's just that I really wanted you to be there. Lisa wasn't with us for very long, but I still remember the way you would smile when you picked her up and held her. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but my wedding takes priority, so I'm not going. All right. That's really too bad, but I guess it is your wedding. Oh, and just so you know, the whole family is going to be at my wedding, so I doubt there's going to be anyone but you at the memorial. Wait a minute. What? Everyone is going to your wedding? Well, duh! Can you blame them? Who would want to spend their Saturday at what's basically going to be a second funeral for their already dead relative? Going to my super awesome wedding is the obvious choice. I really wanted you to come too, Molly, so it's too bad you're busy. What do you think? You want to bail on the memorial and come to my wedding instead? You know I would love nothing more to be able to celebrate your wedding with you. But this is the 1-year anniversary of my daughter's death. I put a lot of work into this memorial, and there's no way I can back out of it now. Bummer. But, oh well. Did I tell you my dad's paying for the whole thing? It's going to be insane! There's gonna be an awesome local band, incredible food, and you won't believe how gorgeous the venue is. You think your parents are going to go to your wedding too? Of course they will. What kind of question is that? Why would they waste their time and money on a failed investment like you? Failed investment? What's that supposed to mean? I really have to explain it? You married my brother, and he's our parents' firstborn child. That means you have to give them an heir to take over the family business. It's literally your one and only job, but what did you do? You had a baby, sure, but she died before she even turned a month old. What is wrong with you, Christy? How could could you talk like that about Lisa? Lisa was my daughter and your niece. Yeah, sure, but at the end of the day, she's still dead, right? That means it's up to me to give my parents an heir. Honestly, I think my dad would be way happier if I kept the family business going for him anyway. Poor Curtis. If only he hadn't married a woman with a defective womb, his life would be so much better.
Hey, Molly, do you have some time right now?
Sure, Curtis, what's up?
Cool, I had a question about work stuff. I hate to bother you on your day off, but this needs to get taken care of by the end of the day.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I have time.
Are you sure it's all right? You were looking kinda down last night and this morning. Is everything okay?
I'm fine, Curtis. Sorry to make you worry about me. I'm just a little tired, that's all.
Is it about Lisa's memorial? I'm sorry, Molly. It's only been a year since she died, but I've been keeping you so busy. Maybe I've been overworking you. I should have given you some time to recover.
No, really, it's okay, Curtis. Honestly, having plenty of work to do is a good thing. It keeps me from dwelling on the sadness of losing her. And besides, you've barely taken any time off this year either. You and I are probably in the same boat.
Yeah, I'll bet you're right. I can still remember the feeling of holding her in my arms.
Lisa fought so hard. But hey, she wouldn't want us to be sad forever.
You're right. The best thing we can do is appreciate the time we had with her and keep moving forward. And also appreciate each other. I definitely don't tell you enough how grateful the family is for all you do for us. Sometimes I feel like we're taking advantage of you.
That's not true at all. I'm grateful to your parents for the way they accepted me into their family and into their lives. I'm glad to do anything I can to repay the debt of gratitude I owe them.
Thank you so much, Molly. So yeah, about that work thing, do you think you could head down to the office within the next hour or so?
Yeah, that's no trouble at all. Hey, I actually had something I wanted to talk to you about too. It's about Christy's wedding.
Oh yeah, that's coming up sometime in June, I think. I saw the bill from the wedding planners on Dad's desk the other day. I couldn't believe how much money he's spending on it. It's gonna be a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it is, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to go.
Oh, really? Why's that? I thought you were looking forward to it.
I was looking forward to it, but she planned her wedding on the same date as Lisa's memorial service.
No. You mean like on accident?
No. I just talked to her yesterday, and it was very intentional.
You have got to be kidding me! What is that girl thinking?
Honestly, I wish I knew. So how's it looking for the memorial, Molly? Get any RSVPs? Is anyone going to come? You said that everyone's going to be going to your wedding, didn't you? If you're right about that, then no, I doubt anyone's going to come. Aw, really? Isn't that a shame? You're gonna have that memorial all by yourself? How pathetic. Why don't you just cancel it? I told you, Christy, every second that I got to spend with my daughter was a precious gift. I'm not going to disrespect her memory by canceling the memorial now. Come on, seriously? I really wanted you to come to my wedding, though. If that's so, then maybe you should have scheduled your wedding on a different date. As if I would go out of my way to accommodate you. Anyway, have fun at your stupid memorial. Try not to cry too much about everyone ditching you and your dead daughter to have fun with me. Don't worry about me, Christy. I'll be fine. You're not fooling anyone, you know. I bet tears are welling up in your eyes right now. Oh, hey, this seems like a good time to tell you some more good news. Me and my boyfriend are going to inherit the family hotel. What are you talking about? Curtis is the one who your father wants to take the reins. He's working with your dad just about every day now, studying every aspect of the business. I know, and I'm super grateful for that. He'll make a wonderful subordinate once my boyfriend takes over. I don't think you should make any plans around that actually happening. Your family has managed this hotel chain for generations, ever since your great-great-grandfather built a small inn in the town over 100 years ago. Both your father and your brother treat it like a family heirloom, and they would go to any lengths to protect it. Given all that, do you really think your dad would be willing to let your boyfriend take control? I have to say I'm doubtful. And why do you say that, huh? Because your boyfriend can't hold down any job. He can't even keep a job sweeping floors. What makes you think he'll be capable of managing an entire chain of hotels? The business would go under in a month. What are you talking about? It's not like the boss does anything important anyway. All we need to do is tell all the underlings to keep doing what they've been doing and watch as the money piles up in our bank account. Good grief, is that what you really think? Let me tell you, it is not that easy. Not even close. Oh, would you just shut up? The hotel is mine. I'm gonna be the big boss and do absolutely nothing while making tons of money. You will never succeed in anything with an attitude like that. Managing a hotel chain the size of your family's is a massive undertaking. Every single member of upper management has to put in 110% effort all the time. Why am I sitting here getting lectured by you? I don't have to take this. I'm the heiress to my family's massive estate. And if you keep annoying me like you're doing now, then I'll have both you and my brother kicked out of the family. Do you have any idea how hard Curtis is working to benefit your family? Don't know, don't care. He's only working hard now to impress my dad. Once Dad's dead and Curtis gets the company, he'll be just as lazy as I plan to be. Curtis is nothing like you. Stop talking like you know more about my own family than me. That's it. I'm gonna go talk to my dad about the hotel. He's always given me everything I wanted. There's no reason to believe that's gonna stop now. All I have to do is put on the waterworks and he'll hand the company over to me in no time. That is never going to happen. Okay, so my wedding is right around the corner, so I want to make one thing clear beforehand. Oh yeah? What is it? You are going to divorce my brother and never contact any of my family members again. You think so, huh? I don't think so. I'm telling you what is going to happen. And why do you want me out of the picture, Christy? Is this a part of your plan to take over the family hotel? No, this has nothing to do with that. Whether you're around or not, there's no way Curtis is going to get the hotel. Why would my dad leave his company in the hands of a woman who can't even give him an heir to keep the family business going? Uh-huh. So what's your angle then? Why do you want me gone? Because you piss me off, that's why. You're like a swarm of cockroaches infesting my family. And it's time I call in the exterminator. That's my job as the woman who will soon rightfully take her place as family matriarch. You really think that's going to happen? Whatever. Go ahead and carry through on your threat to coerce your dad into handing the company over to you. I'm not concerned about what happens to the hotel. However, Curtis is my husband. I love him, and nothing is ever going to change that. So there is absolutely no chance that I'll divorce him. You shouldn't underestimate my influence in this family, Molly. All I would need is 10 minutes with Dad to get him to push Curtis into divorcing you. Curtis might not listen to me, but he will definitely obey the order if Dad makes it. If Curtis came to you demanding a divorce, you'd go down without a fight, wouldn't you? If Curtis came to me wanting a divorce, then yeah, as shocking and heartbreaking as it would be, I wouldn't have much of a choice. But again, that is never going to happen, so I'm not worried about it. Oh, but you should be very worried about it because it's only a matter of time. You're going to lose your husband just 1 year after losing your baby daughter. Sucks to be you. God, I don't think I'd want to go on living if I were in your position. Is this all you wanted to tell me, Christy? If you're done, then I'm putting down my phone. I have a lot of work to do. Hey, what's going on? I don't know what's going on with you. Do you mind, Christy? I'm kind of busy getting ready for Lisa's memorial. I don't care. You owe me an explanation. Why isn't anyone coming to my wedding? Oh, is that all? That's easy. They're all coming to Lisa's memorial instead. You have got to be kidding me. They're skipping out on my awesome wedding to go to your lame memorial? Why? I talked to your dad and explained to him how you had planned your wedding on the same date as Lisa's memorial. I asked him which one he was planning to go to, and he said if they're both on the same day, then of course I'll go to Lisa's memorial. Then he talked to the rest of your relatives, and they all said the same thing. You're not answering my question. Tell me why this is happening. Your dad never approved of you marrying your boyfriend. He's lazy, impolite, and undependable. Your dad neither trusts him or likes him. The only reason he relented and gave you his blessing was because you kept pestering him over and over and over, day after day after day. He got so annoyed with it all that he just threw up his hands and said, "Do as you wish." But even that wasn't enough for you, was it? No. You then had to push him to pay for the biggest, most elaborate wedding you could possibly imagine. I'd say that was what pushed your dad over his limit. But I don't get it. He still paid for it, right? That must mean that he still loves me more than Curtis. He didn't give you guys anything towards your wedding. He offered, but we turned him down. And yes, he did pay for your wedding, but it's not like he was enthusiastic about it. Actually, as far as he's concerned, he paid for your wedding specifically to provide himself with a good reason for not going. This cannot be happening. You mean that no one from my family is gonna come today? My side of the aisle in the chapel is just gonna be empty? That's gonna be the most humiliating thing that's ever happened to me. It's gonna suck, yeah, but you can't complain. After all, it's entirely your fault. You did this to yourself. This isn't over yet. I'm gonna send out a group text to everyone. I'll send them pictures of the venue, the food, everything. Once they see how sweet it's gonna be, they'll all ditch you and your stupid memorial and come hang out with me. This isn't going to work. You don't know that. I do, actually. Your father told them about the terrible way you've been speaking to me. You know how you mocked the fact that my 1-month-old daughter died? She was your father's granddaughter, you know. He was very unhappy when he heard about that. I doubt that there's anything you can tell him or anyone else that will get them to change their minds. Oh, come on. I didn't say anything that bad to you. All I was doing was protecting the family from someone who was trying to destroy it. No one else sees it that way. They all just see you as a cruel freak who mocked a woman because her baby died. Well, there's still Curtis. I can get through to him. Honestly, if your father is this upset at your behavior, what makes you think that Curtis is going to be any more favorable to you? Because he's my brother. He's always had my back, and he's going to take my side against you too. You think so? I know so. All I need to do is tell him you lied to him. When it's your word versus mine, who do you think he's going to believe? The sister who's been with him his whole life? Or the woman who can't even make a baby that lasts a month? He's going to believe me for sure. In fact, I'm going to prove it to you right now. I'm going to tell him to divorce you, so start packing your bags. Good luck, Christy. You're going to need it. Shut up! Curtis, are you there? Look, I know that you probably heard a crazy story about me from Molly, but it's all lies.
Lies? Exactly what was she lying about? She told me about the sort of things you've been saying to her, Christy. I had a hard time believing it was true at first.
But it's not true. I know what she's really after. She's just trying to trick you into hating me so that she can take over the company. I figured out her plan and knew that I had to stop her.
You're saying that Molly is trying to take control of the company from me? That's an interesting theory. Care to elaborate?
Gladly. She's gradually eliminating her rivals one by one. She's starting with me and my boyfriend since we're the easiest targets. But one of these days, she's going to set her sights on you. Then she'll be the only one left to take control of the company and rake in all that easy money.
I see. Well, let me assure you that Molly is definitely not doing whatever you think she's doing.
What makes you say that? Are you saying you don't believe me? Your own sister?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I believe my wife, not you. Molly's been working her butt off for as long as we've been married to support the company. Meanwhile, what have you contributed to the business, Christy? Absolutely nothing. You've never even done so much as making the beds.
She's working for the company. What does she do?
Everything, really. But her most recent and largest contribution is our focus on recruiting international travelers. She talked to my dad about how there's been an uptick in international travel lately and that we should capitalize on that. So she personally studied multiple different foreign languages to make our chain's website multilingual. Then once we started getting foreign guests, she started working in hotels as their personal attendants. After a while, she started training our employees in foreign languages to make our hotels more inclusive than any other chain in the region. She doesn't do much on-site work anymore, but her contributions to our sales have been incredible. And, more to your point, Dad actually offered once to make us joint owners of the company when he retired, but Molly turned him down.
You're kidding! Why would she do that?
Because she respects the fact that this has always been a family business. It's come this far with a family member at the helm, and she wants it to keep going that way. So, I'll be the owner and manager, and she'll be working to support me in that role. Long story short, I know for a fact that you're lying about her.
But no, This isn't how it was supposed to go. You were supposed to believe me. Why won't you believe me?
Honestly, whether I believe you or not is beside the point. You deliberately scheduled your wedding on the day we were holding a memorial for our daughter. Do you really not understand how psychopathic that is? I would never come to your wedding because just seeing your face would make me want to puke.
Curtis, no. Please, you have to listen to me.
I do not have to listen to you. In fact, I'm never going to speak to you again.
This is all your fault. My brother won't talk to me anymore because of you. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. He was pretty mad. And let's get one thing straight. It's not because of me. He's mad because you lied to him and mocked his daughter's death. That shouldn't matter, though. I'm his sister. Are you sure you have time to be focusing on this? Your wedding is starting soon. Focus on that. You're right. There's nothing I can do about Curtis. He's your husband, after all. But I can still get my dad to take my side. Speaking of whom, your dad thought you might say something like that, so he gave me a message for you. Don't bother trying to talk to me. I have nothing to say to you. I am not coming to your wedding. You are never to set foot inside my house again. That's all. What? That's all? I don't understand. What is he saying? It was pretty plain English, if you ask me. He's saying he's disowning you and cutting off all his support for your lifestyle. No way! This can't be happening. You must have threatened him into doing this. Are you blackmailing him? You know that's not what's going on here. He just got tired of your constant selfishness and ever-escalating demands. This isn't part of the message, but when we were talking earlier, he told me that he was actually glad things happened this way. He never thought he'd have such a perfect excuse to get you out of his hair. Paying for your wedding was basically his parting gift to you. Don't shoot the messenger. Anyway, enjoy your wedding. How dare he do this to me? I'm his daughter! And he's already done more for you than you deserve. Stop talking like you know my family. You don't know anything! Tell me, Christy, when was the last time you talked to your father without demanding something from him? That's easy. It was... let me think. That's a pretty good indication of how long it's been. I, however, have been working with him almost every day, so I think it's fair to say I know a good deal more about what he's thinking and feeling lately than you. You've hurt him dearly, Christy. I saw exactly how stressed he would get every time you would storm into his office and make another demand. It was awful to see him that way, and quite frankly, I'm glad he was finally able to get rid of you. Whatever. Anything else I say to you at this point will only make things worse. Well, I'm glad you're finally waking up to that reality. Don't get cocky, Molly. You might have come out on top this time, but I know that my dad's gonna wake up eventually. To what, may I ask? To the fact that if he leaves the company to you, then family ownership of the company will end. You can't give him an heir. I can, however. And once he starts losing sleep over the fact that the business is going to leave family hands, he's going to have no choice but to give it to my kids. Oh, you already have plans to have children, do you? Well, no, not yet, but I have a way better chance of having kids than an old woman like you. Don't worry, though. When the day comes that my husband takes over the business, I'll give you a job cleaning the toilets. Unfortunately for you, that day is never going to come. Oh yeah? And what makes you say that? I'm pregnant right now. You are? Yep. I'm already 4 months along. And none of my pants fit me anymore. I had to break out my maternity jeans. We went to the OBGYN the other day and found out it's a boy. Isn't that great? So yeah, the family has no need for you or your kids. That's impossible. Your first kid died. I thought you would give up on having any more. And besides, you're old. Old women can't have babies. I'm not that old. But I feel like this baby was a gift from Lisa. Like she's trying to cheer up her mommy from up there in heaven. I also think that me telling your dad about this baby was what gave him the final push he needed to kick you out of the family. Once he knew his company was in safe hands, he had nothing left to prevent him from kicking you out onto the curb. No way. So it's for real? I'm really getting kicked out of the family? I'm afraid so. You and your husband are going to have to rely on each other from now on, because he's all you've got. I can't rely on him! Huh? That useless idiot is nothing but a pretty face. I only wanted to marry him because he's hot. He can't do anything right. What in the world? You're the one who chose him to be your husband. I thought it would be okay because my dad was paying for everything. How long are you planning on allowing yourself to be spoiled by your parents? You're 28 years old, Christy. You're an adult. You can take care of yourself. Molly, please tell my dad I'm sorry for me. I can't live without his money. Wow, there's a stunning admission. You don't want a relationship with your father, just his financial support. And no, I would never do anything to help you. After what you did to me, you deliberately tried to ruin the memorial service for my daughter. I will never forgive you for that. Please, just hear me out, okay? I'm sure we can come to an understanding. I don't want to spend any more time on a bad investment like you. A bad investment? Me? Your dad gave you everything you wanted, but did you ever show him a single shred of gratitude? No, you didn't. So I'm done with you. Goodbye.
Hey, Molly, I just got done dropping Mom and Dad off at home. I'll swing back by the church to pick you up, and then we can go home and finally relax.
Relax? I've forgotten what relaxing feels like. I've been working on this memorial for what feels like forever now.
And all that hard work paid off. That was a beautiful memorial. I know that it would have made Lisa happy.
I think so too. I'll miss her forever. But having this memorial service made me feel like I can finally start to move on with my life.
I'm glad to hear that. And I'm really sorry for all the trouble that happened the last few months. And by trouble, I'm referring to you-know-who. It's our fault for making her into what she is. You didn't deserve to have to deal with the consequences of that.
No, I don't think it's your fault at all. She's been an adult for 10 years now. She knows the difference between right and wrong and can make decisions for herself. It's entirely her fault for making nothing but bad ones.
Thanks for saying that, Molly. Well, now that we're rid of her and the memorial is finished, what do you want to do now?
Well, we can finally focus on work for a change.
True.
And we can start getting ready for the baby's birth. That's only a few months away now.
Wow, you're right. We got a lot of work to do. And once this baby is born, we're gonna give him enough love for both him and Lisa.
Nah, I don't like that idea.
Huh? Why not?
Because we're going to give him way more love than that. Not one person from our family went to Christy's wedding, leaving her utterly humiliated. Her troubles were only getting started, however. Since her husband refused to work and her father cut off his financial support, Christy had to take on multiple part-time jobs to make ends meet. However, while Christy was busy at work, her husband was busy as well. Or should I say, getting busy, with multiple other women in their apartment. Christy found out, mostly due to the fact that her husband was barely even trying to hide his infidelity in the first place. They had a big fight, which led to something that was inevitable from the beginning: divorce. Now, all alone, Christy lost the will to work to support herself and turned to alcohol to cope with how badly she had screwed up her own life. As for us, a few months later, after the memorial for Lisa, we welcomed our baby son into the world. He was born completely healthy, which was a huge relief for us. He's now an energetic toddler with only 2 speed settings: run and sleep. Raising a child is certainly difficult, but with Curtis by my side, I'm confident we can raise our son with all the love that he deserves and more. We'll never forget our precious time with Lisa, and I know she's smiling at us from up in heaven as she watches her family grow and prosper.
Why do you never answer the phone when I call you, huh? Why must you be like this? You can't be busy. You should be at home, right? What's gotten into you? Why won't you pick up? I've rang the doorbell so many times, so you need to come out here. Why do you always make me wait like this? It's despicable behavior. You're acting like a spoiled brat, such an inconsiderate person. Edith, why must you always keep going on and on with this? You always cause me so much grief when you come here, and that's every single day. This must be a joke, right? I cause you grief? You're the one that's doing it to me. You're just sitting there at home anyway, bored out of your mind. When your mother-in-law comes to your house, you greet her as soon as possible and not make her wait. Am I being clear, Alice? Edith, you come over to this house so often. It's such a hassle when you just drop by like this. Doesn't Bill know what you're up to? Don't you remember how much he criticized you the other day for annoying me? He said quite a bit to you, right? What happens between me and my son has nothing to do with you, Alice, okay? Instead of worrying about that, open the door and let me in. I'm sorry, Edith, but I can't let you in today. I've been dealing with a lot of morning sickness, and I just want to be left alone and have some peace and quiet. Oh, great. Isn't that just an excuse for you to avoid me? I can understand all of your cowardly thoughts without having to ask for the real reason why you don't want me around. I've always wondered why my own son, Hunter, would marry such an unobedient wife, you know? It's very annoying. I don't know what else to say to you except I'm sorry. I'm not wanting any company today. If something urgent happens, then you'll be the first one I ask, okay? Fine, all right then. Also, there was something that I wanted to ask you. Could you please tell me which OBGYN you see? It's important that I know. I don't understand why you would want to know who I see, Edith. Why do you have to make things so difficult for a woman like me, Alice? For the sake of my unborn grandchild, I want to know, all right? Or is there another reason why you won't tell me? Do you not want me at your appointments? Okay, please calm down. I'll tell you who I'm seeing in a minute. I'll send you the details. You better. It's super important that I know everything so that I can make sure that my grandchild is born happy and healthy. Alice, what's going on here? Are you okay? I really don't think that you are. I'm really getting annoyed with all your antics. You're a terrible wife who thought it would be funny to steal my baby boy away from me and then get pregnant. And this is my punishment for it? You're pushing me out of my son's life. I'm not going to put up with this any longer. I wish you would just float away and never come back. Edith, what's gotten into you? What are you even talking about? I've not done anything to you. How could you be this rude to me? Why do you have to be so mean to me all the time? I don't understand. Wait, what? I have no idea what you mean, Alice. Are you trying to pin all of this on me? All right then, I guess it's all my fault. You're making no sense. I have enough to deal with. Sally's fallen down the stairs. It's really bad. Wait, what's going on? What do you mean Sally fell down the stairs? Sally, you know she's like a little sister to me, and I was just trying to look after her. We get along really well. I knew I couldn't deal with this on my own with being pregnant, so I took her to the same hospital I go to for my checkups. Then, as we were walking through the hospital together today, I really needed to go to the bathroom. Someone shoved me, and I fell down the stairs as I was trying to find the bathroom. Oh, really? But how could that have possibly happened to you when you have such steady feet? Well, you did hint before about if I was okay or not. I think you were trying to say that you pushed me down? Maybe? I really want a proper confession out of you, Edith. You pushed me down those stairs, didn't you? What the heck are you talking about? Are you wanting to tell me that I pushed you? This is outrageous. All you have to do is answer my questions truthfully. Where were you around lunchtime today? The clothing looked really similar to what you wear, and the lady was about the same height and shape as you. Was it an accident? That you were just trying to get our attention, but you ended up pushing me so Sally and I fell down? You didn't do that now, did you, Edith? You need to be honest with me. What do you mean? Are you doubting my honesty? Are you insane? I can't believe you're even asking me this. Don't you think that it's your fault and you didn't look where you were going and that's the reason why you and Sally fell down those steps? You seriously think that I did this on purpose? Who in their right mind would make themselves fall down the stairs? Well, I can bet all my money that you did, Alice, because you're a liar. You just had to take my son away from me, didn't you, Alice? What you said is not what happened. I didn't do anything to you or Sally. So that isn't a confession? You've got nothing to say about what's happened? Are you kidding me? Don't be so stupid, Alice. If Sally loses her baby, it'll be all your fault. There's no one else to blame in all of this. When the time comes, I'm going to ask for compensation since you caused Sally so many problems, all because of your clumsiness. I also want you to break up with my son. Hunter has more than likely had enough of your schemes. You're no good for him. Why should I do any of that when I've done nothing wrong? You can't make me do any of that. I love my husband. No, you know deep down that it's all your fault. You're going to pay for what you've done to my family. You need to start getting yourself ready to break up with Hunter or else. Do you understand? You'll regret it if you don't.
What the heck's going on, Mom? What were you thinking, doing what you did? This is appalling behavior from what I thought was a loving and kind mother.
Huh? Hunter? Is that you? Why are you talking like this to me? What's happening, sweetheart?
What's happened? You should know what's happened, Mom. And don't you dare call me sweetheart. Apparently, you pushed Sally down the stairs at the hospital. And on top of that, you also attempted to push Alice as well? Do you even understand their situations right now? Don't you know that they're pregnant? Did you even think about the little lives that are growing inside their stomachs right now? So irresponsible. So cruel.
But they're both okay, right? If they're fine, then why are you making such a big deal about it, Hunter? Don't you know that all I want is what's best for you, Hunter? You're the most important thing in my life. I feel sorry for what happened to Sally, but it's really not my fault, all right? I'm just trying to protect you from that evil woman. Alice is poisoning that mind of yours. I had to break that horrible curse that she had you under sooner or later. It was for your own good, Hunter.
Would you cut it out, Mom? I can't believe this. It's insane how you're acting right now. You always try to do this to whoever I'm with. You've been too attached to me since I was a little kid. It's weird. You don't care about anything other than what you decide to do. Am I right?
But it's not like that, Hunter. I'm just worried about how you're being treated. I just want what's best for you, son.
Well, would you quit worrying about me when I'm actually fine? You're so overbearing. The real problem is how you act towards Sally and Alice. I know it was you who did this to them. No matter how much you try to deny it, I'm still convinced that this was your doing.
Hunter, how could you turn on your own mother like this? I know what's best for you. All these women in your life are toxic.
You know nothing of my life, Mom. Are you going to answer my question? Where were you around lunchtime today?
Today at lunchtime? Of course I can answer that. I was invited to a neighborhood committee meeting, so I participated in that during lunchtime.
A neighborhood committee meeting, huh? I don't think I trust you in saying that, because you're probably using your authority so that people from the meeting will back you up.
Are you kidding me? Are you saying that you don't believe me when it comes to my whereabouts today? You know why you don't believe me. It's because of that horrible woman that you're with. It's all her fault. She's brainwashing you into being a bad person.
Cut it out, Mom. Stop calling my wife horrible in every other insult that you've said during this conversation. Just stop being so rude. That's it. I've had enough of this. I don't want to see you if you're not going to show some respect for my wife. I can't deal with your crap right now.
Wait, Hunter, can't you just hear me out a little bit longer? Don't leave this conversation, please. I can't believe you told Hunter what happened to you. I should have known that you'd drag him into your problems. Of course I told him. He needed to know what happened to me. It wouldn't make sense to hide it. Oh, like you're such a great human being, Alice. In the past, Hunter was an honest and good boy. He did what I told him to do. He was so adorable. But now he's started to turn against me, even though I've done nothing wrong. This is all your fault. You're wrecking my son's life. How is any of this my fault? Why are you always blaming me for everything? Originally, I was super against you marrying my son. A girl who grew up being abused isn't a good match for my Hunter. I really don't understand how my son could have fallen in love with someone like you. You're absolutely no good for him. When I first went to meet you, you welcomed me into the family with open arms, didn't you? You said from now on, I could also think of you as my mother. Because you knew that I was bullied by my own mother throughout my entire childhood. I was really happy that I could have a real mother and daughter relationship with my mother-in-law, but I guess I was wrong. Well, it seems like I'm more like your mother than I thought. That means I can treat you the same way she did. Come on, that's what mothers do. Are you serious? So you're telling me that you basically betrayed me? I believed you back then. Even though I betrayed you, you were the one who was stupid enough to trust me, weren't you? Wow, you don't even feel guilty. What's your problem, Edith? As soon as we got married, you thought I was a failure and badmouthed me being a wife. It doesn't take you long for you to look down on people. You're so stuck up, Edith. Excuse me? You've got no right to badmouth me. I'm the president of the neighborhood committee. You don't even come close to my level. All you are, Alice, is the scum of a poor and abusive family. You're not going anywhere in life, and you're dragging my son with you. Whatever you say to me, Edith, isn't going to hurt me. You say these things while you wear expensive clothes and jewelry. Since when can you afford all those things? You bought everything with your husband's earnings. Does he approve of your spending? What are you talking about? His earnings belong to two people, not just him. It's mine as well. I won't let you complain about my financial situation. It's none of your business. You can't just do what you like. Huh? Is that so? Go ahead, do what you want, Edith. I won't stop you spending all your husband's money. I think you'll end up regretting it, though. The only thing I want right now is for you to shut your mouth. Keep it shut and do as you're told. Leave my son and leave us alone. Oh, Alice, have you done what I told you to do? You really need to break up with Hunter soon. Since your stomach's getting so big now, I did you a favor and got you the divorce papers myself. You should be grateful that I'm helping you. I wrote down Hunter's name on his behalf so that he doesn't need to bother with any of this mess. What the heck are you talking about, Edith? Did you seriously go and file for a divorce on our behalf even though we don't want it? Well, I didn't know this until I actually tried, but other family members can file divorce papers on your behalf if you're incapable of doing so. Look, I just need to state the reason why, but I can't quite copy your handwriting. I haven't mastered it. I'm sure they'll accept it since you've injured your dominant writing hand. It won't make a difference to them. But your plan isn't going to work, Edith. It means nothing if Hunter doesn't agree to the terms of it. This is basically fraud, Edith. This is one of the worst crimes you can be charged for, so just don't even bother doing this. What are you talking about? It's not fraud. Besides, Hunter cares about his mother more than anybody else in his life. If I order you both to break up with each other, then you'll both do that. You need to obey my orders. Right now, Hunter's still caught in your poisonous trap, so he won't go against anything you tell him, but I don't live that far away from you. It won't take much to take you down. I'm sure he'll go back to being that honest and adorable son that he was before. He's changed so much because of you. Well, before you try and break me and Hunter up, I think you should worry about what's going on in your life. Huh? What do you mean by that? What do you even mean? Is there something going on that I should know about? Oh, wow. I thought you would have some idea of what's going on, but I guess you don't take notice of what's going on around you. Well, I heard that your husband's going to calculate the amount you've spent on things and bill you for how much you owe him. Wait, what? What do you mean he's going to bill me? Why would he make up such a thing? I know that you're lying to me just to scare me. I've got no reason to lie to you, Edith. I spoke to him last night about it. At the moment, it's still a rough estimate, but more than likely, you'll have to give him $30,000. I heard that he's going to bill you an invoice later. Did you really use that much money to get what you wanted? No, just a minute. Wait! Why are there bills between a husband and wife when we're married and we share everything? No matter how many times he told you about not spending all the money, you just didn't listen to him, Edith. It seems like his patience is run thin with you after how you've been treating me and everyone else for that matter. He just wants you to do the right thing so that you can finally take responsibility for something that you've done. Him asking for his money back is the first step in rectifying what you've done, so just give him back the money. But that's just not possible. He can't do this to me. Who has that kind of money to pay back someone anyways? What am I supposed to do? I don't know why you're asking me that when I don't know what you should do. It's your problem, Edith. Ugh, not only are you a useless wife, but you're a useless person. How does anyone rely on you for anything? Hunter, are you there? I could really use your help right now, sweetie. Could you please pass on this message to your father? Until now, I've been only buying expensive clothes and accessories. I understand that. It's only because I want to look professional as the president of the neighborhood association. If the president of the association were to show up in rags as clothing, wouldn't you think I'd be criticized as being poor? It was a necessary expense, I swear. Your father must have forgotten that I was going to do this, so he's acting up about the whole thing. It's just a bit of a miscommunication. So please, Hunter, can you mediate between your father and I just this once? It would be very helpful, and he'll listen to you.
I'm afraid that's an impossible task, Mom. I just can't do that for you.
But I don't understand. What's happened to make you be like this towards me? I haven't done anything wrong.
Well, Ed and I actually hold the same opinion about what you've been doing and how you've been treating people, especially my wife.
But I don't get it. How on earth do you think I've gotten to this point? Do you really think I'm treating people that badly?
Mom, you're always so self-centered. You think of nobody else but yourself and what only benefits you. You don't care about others at all. You're only sensitive when it comes to your emotions, and you don't think about how other people are feeling in the moment you hurt them.
That's absolutely not true. I'm always thinking about your feelings, Hunter. I don't understand what you're trying to say here.
Oh, so you're saying that all these decisions have to come back to you? Is that it? You've always been like this, Mom. No matter what I tried to do, I couldn't do anything without your permission. It was ridiculous. You chose who I was allowed to hang out with, and you chose my friends for me. It was weird. Do you think I've ever made a decision for myself? No, I haven't, because you've always been in the middle of my business and take away the choices for me. You even choose what toys I was allowed to play with on a certain day and what books I was allowed to buy. You're so controlling, Mom. You chose everything for me, and it was so frustrating. Didn't you realize that it was a form of neglect? You never listened to your own child. It's sad and so frustrating to deal with. I hated it so much.
I've heard enough. That's enough of that. Don't say such things to me. I just wanted you to become a special person to everyone that came into your life.
It's all your fault. You've interfered with my life for too long now. I'm also suffering the consequences now. There were so many times that I couldn't even have a conversation with the friends I wanted to have a private conversation with. You stunted my growth, Mom. I can hardly make decisions on my own because you took that autonomy away from me.
That's not true, Hunter. I was just doing what was best for you and helping you choose the right people to be friends with.
Isn't that why you treat Alice so poorly? Because she was the first person I chose to have in my life and I wanted to marry her. You're so mad at her existence because that decision was ripped out of your hands, wasn't it? You've got no reason to treat my wife like you have been. It's all because you had no say in my future marriage. There's no one out there in the real world who would help someone like you put down my wife just because you didn't get to choose my future wife.
Okay, yes, I maybe am feeling a bit put off because I had no say in the matter, but it doesn't mean that that's the reason why I treated her badly. What do you want me to do about this situation, sweetie? I don't know how I could ever pay back $30,000. It's such a huge debt to pay. There's no way that I can survive if I have to owe all that money back to your father. It's not fair. We're husband and wife, for goodness sake.
I'm not here to be your scapegoat, Mom. You need to figure out your own situation all on your own. I'm not helping you out. This is the seed that you've sowed, Mom. You deal with the consequences of your actions.
Okay, I really can't believe you're talking to your own mother like this. I suppose you're not on my side about this. I guess I'll just ask everyone in the neighborhood association about this and see where I go from here. I'm the president of the association, after all. Anything I tell them to do, they'll do it. If they raise $30,000, I'm sure they can get it to me in no time and I'll no longer be in debt.
Are you seriously relying on other people to solve your problems for you, Mom? You're going to do something like this again? I think it's pointless in you asking the neighborhood to help pay off your debts for you.
Wait, what do you mean? How could you say something like that? Those are my friends, and friends help each other out.
Well, I happened to run into the vice president of the association the other day, and they immediately started talking about you and your issues.
What? Are there rumors being spread about me or something? I don't understand.
Well, they started talking about the incident in when you pushed Sally down the stairs.
Oh, come on, this again? You know that wasn't me, Hunter. Why is this made-up story going around the rumor mill? You know what? It was that horrid wife of yours, wasn't it? She's the one spreading rumors about me, that little cow. She's trying to make me suffer, I know it.
Would you quit it with this nonsense, Mom? Stop immediately blaming Alice for everything. We all know it's not a rumor, and that's what truly happened. Stop denying it. You're such a liar. It all started from the hospital. You know the hospital that Alice and Sally go to is a general hospital, right? There are a lot of witnesses in a general hospital, Mom. That's why in that moment, they saw you push Sally down the stairs. They were heading to a different department in the hospital when you did this.
You're lying. That's not what happened, Hunter. I really thought no one was watching. There were hardly any people around.
I suppose you don't want to fix what you've broken anymore, do you, Mom? Well, I already know the truth, so I guess it doesn't matter anymore. In this case, I would think that you'd be made to step down from your position in the neighborhood association, Mom. They'll fire you by a majority vote. I wouldn't count on them helping you with anything. Don't go running to them for help.
There's no way they'd do that to me. If I can't rely on them, what should I do? I really need your help, sweetie. Come on, help your poor mom out. Everything is your fault, Alice. Why do I have to go through this mess? I am going to sue you for all the pain you've caused me. Give me back my happiness. Life was so much easier until you came along and ruined my son's life. I don't get you sometimes, Edith. You tell me to give you back your happiness, but think about it. What the heck did I ever do to you? And now you think you can sue me even though I haven't done anything? What crime are you suing me for? In reality, aren't you just scared that I'll be the one who'll end up suing you? Do you think I find you that scary, Edith? How dare you stop making fun of me and other people? You're such a horrible person, Alice. The reason why I'm about to get into a lot of trouble is because you married Hunter when you were never a right fit for him. Without you hanging around, my peace and quiet would have been guaranteed. I could have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling in our business. I don't know how Sally got amongst the crossfire. I could have aimed for you better if you didn't make her be in the middle of us. Wow, you've really not reflected on your actions at all, have you, Edith? I've got no regrets doing what I did. Besides, it's all your fault for butting into my life anyway. Wow, you're exactly like my own mother in every way. It's sick. My mother abused me and never admitted that it was her fault, no matter what. You're doing exactly the same things that she did. You're such a coward as you tried to get away with it, but if I made the slightest objection, you'd blame things on me. Don't you understand why your son and I are so repulsed by you? Huh? What on earth are you talking about? My son's not repulsed by me. He just doesn't agree with what I did, that's all. I can't believe you're being like this. Fine. If that's your idea of how you see things, so be it. We've had our human rights stripped away and violated by our own parents. You controlled everything that Hunter tried to do in his life. The only way he could protect himself from you was to obey every single order you threw at him, no matter how unreasonable it was. He had no choice but to listen to what you said, and it killed him every single time. And then you treat your own child like your own possession. He's not an object, he's a human being. At the end of the day, there are people who've been hurt because of you, and all you've done is turn a blind eye to it. It's insane how you don't see what you've done. That's why even your own family is abandoning you. They don't want to deal with any more crap. Hold on a minute, what? What's that supposed to mean? How can my family abandon me? They're my flesh and blood. They wouldn't do that. I think you absolutely know what I mean. They don't like being controlled by you anymore. We're all done with you. Haven't you been listening to a word I've said? Your husband, Hunter, Sally, they all want to cut you out of the family, and I am definitely on their side with this one. That's not true. They can't just do this to me. I'm their mother. They can't just kick me out of the family. They'll be lost without me. If anyone is lost, it's you, Edith. You're the one that put them down, controlled them, and treated them like crap. No wonder they don't want to put up with it anymore. You know that the house is in your husband's name, right? He wants to sell it and move on. It would be better for you to get ready to leave as soon as possible. If you don't, your clothes and all your fancy accessories will be thrown in the trash, and you don't want that now, do you? Alice, you can't let them do this to me. He can't just sell the house without my permission. We make decisions together. Please help me. I'm really sorry for how I've treated you. I'll make it up to you. Just help me out with my family. Make them see straight. It's too late, Edith. This is the first time they're finally thinking straight, and they don't want you around anymore. Just stay out of our lives. We don't want anything to do with you. Don't even think about approaching our family ever again. Goodbye, Edith. Good luck with your new single life. You're going to need it. Hey, Hunter, has Sally been discharged from the hospital?
Yes, thank God she's okay now. Everything's fine.
Oh, that's so great! I can't believe your mom did this to her. I feel like this has all been my fault. If I just hadn't been with her, this wouldn't have happened.
Alice, you really need to stop blaming yourself for what happened. You did nothing wrong. It was all my mom's doing. She should have known better.
I know, it's just all the past trauma coming back to haunt me, and your mother just reminded me so much of my own mother, and everything was always my fault when it came to her.
I know what you mean, but it's not at all, Alice. Our mothers are terrible people, and now they're both out of our lives for good. We can live a better life now without them.
This is how the incident caused by Edith came to an end. It caused so much trouble, but it ended being Edith screaming for forgiveness. Hunter was able to break the bind that she had around him all his life. After that, Edith returned to her parents' house with nowhere else to go. Rumors of the latest commotion were circulating as well, and it seems like there was nowhere else for her to stay. However, in order to pay the $30,000 that her husband demanded, she had to work for the first time in over 10 years to help pay it off. She would go home every day so exhausted and feel so down about having to pay back the debt. Apart from that, Alice gave birth to a healthy baby boy last month. Luckily, nothing bad happened after that. Hunter's father was more than happy to have more new members join the family.